Is this thing on? Hi. So, I'm Laura. Uh, my screen name is Ophelia. So most of you guys, I guess, know who that is. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I'm going to be taking the Tumblr Accent Challenge. Anyway, it's asking me to read off a list of words, so I'm going to do that. Whee! Starts with ant, roof, route, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, pajamas, cot, naturally, aluminum, GIF or GIF, tumbler, crackerjack, doorknob, envelope, and GPOY. I have no idea if there's a pronunciation for that, so I'm just acronyms. Whee! What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? We call that TPing a house. What is a bubbly carbonated drink called? That's called either a soda or, as most of us call it, a Coke. Everything's a Coke. Even a Sprite, even a Pepsi is a Coke. What do you call gym shoes? Gym shoes are sneakers or tennis shoes. What do you call your grandparents? I call them Grandma and Grandpa. To make things more complicated, I call my great-grandma and grandpa Nana and Tata, and then my great-aunts and uncles Theo and Thea. But I think that's more heritage rather than regional. I don't know. I really don't. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? We call that a grocery cart. Most of the time, just a cart. What is the thing you change the TV channel with? That is called the clicker, or the remote control. It wants me to choose a book and read a passage from it. I have Game of Thrones, which I've been reading quite a bit. Not too much. I'm not even halfway done with it, and I've been reading it since August of last year, I think. Yeah. So, let's, where am I? Unlike his brother, Sir Gregor did not live at court. He was a solitary man who seldom left his own lands, but for wars and tourneys. He had been with Lord Tywin when King's Landing fell, a new-made knight of 17 years, even then distinguished by his size and his impeccable ferocity. Some said it had been Gregor who dashed the skull of the infant prince Aegon Targaryen against the wall, and whispered that afterward he had raped the mother, the Dornish prince Elia, before putting her to the sword. These things were not said in Gregor's hearing. Ned Stark could not recall ever speaking to the man, though Gregor had ridden with them during Balon Greyjoy's rebellion, one night among thousands. He watched him with disquiet. Ned seldom put much stock in gossip, but the things said of Sir Gregor were more than ominous. He was soon to be married for the third time, and one heard dark whisperings about the deaths of his first two wives. It was said that his keep was a grim place where servants disappeared unaccountably, and even the dogs were afraid to enter the hall. And there had been a sister who had died young under queer circumstances, and the fire that had disfigured his brother, and the hunting accident that had killed their father. Gregor had inherited the keep, the gold, and the family estates. His younger brother Sandor had left the same day to take service with the Lannisters as a sworn sword, and it was said that he never returned, not even to visit. When the Knight of Flowers made his entrance, a murmur ran through the crowd, and he heard Sansa's fervent whisper, "Oh, he's so beautiful!" Sir Loras Tyrell was slender as a reed, dressed in a suit of fabulous silver armor, polished to a blinding sheen, and filigreed with twining black vines and tiny blue forget-me-nots. The commons realized in the same instant as Ned that the blue of the flowers came from sapphires. A gasp went up from 1,000 throats. Across the boy's shoulder, his cloak hung heavy. It was woven of forget-me-nots, real ones, hundreds of fresh blooms sewn into a heavy woolen cape. I'm going to stop there, because stopping. I have a little bit of lisp, if you haven't noticed. And not only that, I stutter a lot. Quite a bit, actually. So, yeah. Moving on. Do you think you have an accent? I'm pretty sure I do, but it gets lost in the stuttering. Be a wizard or a vampire. I'm gonna have to go with vampire. Do you know anyone on Tumblr in real life? No, I do not. End audio post by saying any 3 words you want. Well, the 3 words I want to say are mountain, kitten, and remember. Member is what we say. Remember this? Anyway, so that's it. Thanks for listening. I will see you guys later.